video is designed to introduce you to the ScrapRack and all of its component parts. After I've done sort of the product introduction, then I'll take you through why it works and how it works and the value of the 4-section system for organizing your supplies. Let's get started with the ScrapRack itself. This is a basic ScrapRack. When we call it a basic, it means it's the foundation of your organization system. It is essentially 2 metal wings and a base unit that sits on a nice 45-degree angle at your desktop. There are 3 ring sections called spinders, and they adhere to that base section with a commercial grade of Velcro. So really easy to put together. It just all slides together. There's no tricks to it. So using a ScrapRack, you can literally put 7 notebooks worth of supplies right out in front of you on your desktop and at your fingertips. So this is the first piece. It's called the ScrapRack Basic, and it's the foundation of your organization system. You can see I've got mine set up over here, and I actually have 2 base units linked together, which is another huge benefit to the ScrapRack in that you can take the wing off, buy what we call an expansion base, link the 2 base units together, move the wing to the outside, and now you've doubled your storage capacity with literally 14 notebooks worth of supplies available at your fingertips in a really small space. Now that you've met the ScrapRack, let me introduce you to our basic storage pages. And our basic storage pages are designed to hold all types of crafting supplies, card making supplies, scrapbooking supplies. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but there are some things that are consistently the same from one page to the next. So I'm going to start with this. This is called our Triple Play, and it's really a great page for storing any kind of border sticker, die cuts, alphabet stickers, long border type design element stickers, those kind of things. It also works great if you use anything that's like a Nestabilities or a Spellbinder long die. You can put it on a piece of magnetic canvas and slip it right into this pocket. It's a great way to store those border dies. But let's talk about the basic things about the pages, because that's really what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I get a little sidetracked. Basic things about the pages. They're 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches, the pocket size, which means that if you have something that's 12 inches long, you don't have to fight with it to get it in and out of the pockets because there's extra space both vertically and horizontally. So you can see this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper that's just been cut into 3-4 inch segments. But you can see there's plenty of room for me to move that paper, that 12 inches back and forth. So you've got this extra space on the side. Now all the pocket designs also have this little crescent cut flap that goes over the product. So if you're traveling with your product, and wait till you see how you can do that with the ScrapRack, you're going to love it. If you're traveling with your product, you can put that flap over the top. But if you're working at home, you can leave it tucked behind, and then it makes it really easy to pull things in and out of that pocket, that nice crescent cut. So I'll just quickly go through what those pages are. So this is the Triple Play, 3 pockets, 12.5 inches long by 4 inches deep. This is the super size single. So this is a 12.5 by 12 inch, just one solid pocket. Again, it has that large crescent cut flap at the top. The double extra long, 2 long wide pockets. Again, great for things like thickers or 6 by 12 inch stickers, scraps of paper, anything like that. The Fantastic 5 pockets, different horizontal and vertical configurations, great for storing card blanks in those. You can see things at going both directions with that pocket. The Perfect 6 is an awesome storage page for all kinds of embellishments, but great for 4x6 photos. Fabulous 4, people love, love, love this for their unmounted rubber stamps, the ones that come in the little 6x6 or 4x6 sheets. This is a great way to store those stamps. Then the last 2, the Straight 8 and the Sweet 16, these pockets were designed for embellishment storage, and also this one, the Sweet 16, works great for those little $1 unmounted rubber stamps. So perfect place to store 16 little stamps, visible, accessible, really easy to get to. And then of course the Straight 8. Those are our basic storage pages. Then we have a collection of storage pages that are called specialty storage pages. And these are made out of a little bit thicker fabric or material. They're mostly, this is double-sided. This has 12 pockets on both sides. It has a larger pocket in the middle. This is called the embellishment storage page. But it has gusseted pockets with a little locking tab. So if you've got a little Ziploc bag full of brads or eyelets or beads or glitter or anything small, it's going to pop into one of those pockets really easily. So again, very visible and very accessible once it's on your scrap rack. The next page is called the Cartridge Carrier and Embellishment page. So this again has thicker gusseted pockets. It's actually designed to work really well with your Cricut cartridges. You can put 2 cartridges in the little square pocket, 2 booklets and overlays in each of the longer pockets. So whether you're storing them at home or taking them with you to a crop or class, this page is going to allow you to really pack up a lot of stuff, again double-sided, in one page. Now I recently used this page to take supplies with me when I went on vacation. I took some scrapbooking things with me, and I was able to load the pockets in here with pens, with embellishments, with ink pads, with little rolls of wire, all those kind of bulky things that sort of get lost in your tote when you're going to a crop or class. This is a great page for corralling those items. The page planner, another double-sided page, has different pocket configurations on the front, a big square pocket, a rectangular pocket, a long 6x12 pocket, so pictures, embellishments, stickers in this side, and then the back side, 12x12 pocket for your paper. So if you're planning a project or a couple of scrapbooking pages, or whether you're making all of your Christmas cards or whatever it is, you can put a large variety of things that all are going to go together right in the project planner page, and then you're ready to work as soon as you have the time to do it. This side loader single, another big 12.5 by 12.5 pocket page, loads in and out the side though instead of up and down from the top. So just a personal preference page, but it'll hold 25 sheets of paper or 12 sheets of cardstock. So really versatile page for storage. And then finally our last specialty storage page is actually kind of a combination of the side loader single and then what we call the wraparound ribbon and fiber card. So this is a plastic coated card that has ruler markings down the side. And what this is designed to do is to give you a place to wrap around all those ribbons and fibers so it's highly visible, easy to take with you, and they're not all knotted up and they're not bunched up into little tiny bundles, but they're rather very visible so you can see them. Now it comes with some little clips for holding the ends of your ribbon and fiber, so once you wrap it around you can clip it down, but sometimes we don't have 24 inches of fiber left to clip together, right? Well, the beauty of this plastic mounted card is that you can secure the end of that ribbon or fiber if it's not long enough to wrap around that second time with something as simple as a repositionable glue dot. So you can wrap that around and then stick it down with a glue dot, and once you use the ribbon or fiber you can just peel that glue dot right off. So it works really well for that. And then this card, once you have it wrapped with the ribbon and fiber, is just going to slide into your side loader single, and it's going to go right onto your scrap rack so that you have all your ribbon and fiber. Again, very visible, very accessible, easy to get to. So those are specialty storage pages. So now when we're talking about ScrapRack, there's the components, the base unit itself, the basic storage pages, and the specialty storage pages. And then finally, we need to have a way to make it really easy to see each individual category that we have in our ScrapRack. And that is solved very simply with just a set of plastic, translucent plastic dividers. They're tabbed on the ends. There's 5 tabs so that you can easily separate your categories of your 4-section system, which I know I keep promising you I'm going to talk about, don't I? So now it's finally time to get to that 4-section system. But the dividers are a little bit bigger than the pages, so they protect the edges and corners. Now, was horrible, right? I sort of teased you, yeah, we're going to do the 4-section system, and then I started talking about the dividers again. So I'll just finish up really quickly. But the dividers are longer and wider than your pages. So what they do is protect the edges and corners of all the stuff that's stored in your pages. They also, of course, make it easy to find different categories with the tabs. And they offer a stabilizing factor with your pages. So the pages are made, especially the basic storage pages, are made of that lightweight plastic. And so they don't really have a lot of I don't know, substance, I guess. The idea with the storage pages is that we wanted to create a page that would hold a lot of stuff, but not add a lot of weight. And that's how we arrived at the plastic with the basic storage pages. So they're made of a food grade plastic, which is great for storing your supplies, super safe to use, but it's also lightweight and really, really durable. So we needed to add something that would give your scrap rack a little bit of stability, and that's where the dividers come in. So the dividers work on a number of levels, help you find the categories that you want to work with, and provide that stability, as well as protect the edges and corners of all of your supplies. So not as important when you are actually scrapbooking at home, those edges and corners, but one of the things we love to do is go to crops and classes, right? So that's where the scrap rack really is going to make your life easy. Because of the Velcro driven components, you're able to take exactly what you want with you off your scrap rack, pack it up in a travel pack, and take it to a crop or class. So it's so simple. Okay, so what's a travel pack? This is a travel pack. A travel pack is shaped like a giant notebook, essentially. It has handles that come off the top. Now this is unique for one of these totes as well, because so often designers put the handle on the side, and when you pick it up by the side with that handle on the side, you're risking dumping everything out of the pockets that's on the inside. So our handles are on the top, so you're carrying things straight up and down, which is really nice. And when you open it up, it's got a variety of different storage pockets on the inside. It's got a couple of straps right here, and that's going to allow you to slide your paper trimmer right under those straps and take it with you when you actually go to a crop or class. You've got pockets that are reinforced at the bottom for scissors and other tools. You've got this big wide strip of Velcro, and that's where you're going to put the supplies that you want to take with you when you go. So as I mentioned, I just came back from a trip where I scrapbooked while I was actually on vacation. And so this is the binder of supplies that I took with me, and so you can see I have that page in the front that I was telling you about that's just loaded up with different embellishments and bulky kind of stuff. And then I've got the memorabilia and all the different supplies I was going to use while I was scrapbooking on vacation. They're in those project planner pages, but that binder is just going to Velcro right into the travel pack. And now when I left on vacation, I had everything I needed in this one nice little easy to go tote. Now you saw me pull that pocket right out of the front of it off the top. This little guy with tools in it, and he's just in there with Velcro. And you have the option with the travel pack of adding this pocket to the travel pack. It's going to come with, on that same Velcro strip at the top, it's going to come with a pen loop panel. So if you like to take a lot of pens with you, or you're taking an X-Acto knife, or maybe your rub-on roller tool, anything that's cylindrical that you want to take with you can slip into these pen loop holders, and then that can go in the top of this travel pack as well. So you have kind of some options there about what you want to take with you. All right, now I've told you all about the scrap rack, and you know all about the components of it. Now I'm ready to talk to you about the 4 sections.